Welcome back to Blackacre Ranch, everyone. So we're back here and we're with the pigs right now. Before you get all a little concerned, this is not going to be a piggy update video. We're going to go over and look at the buffalo, see how they've been doing. But when we get here at the ranch, we want to check the little pigs. And where are all 6 of our little piglets? They're hanging out with a dude, Hagrid. I don't know, man. They just jump this fence all the time. But when we first did get here, the 2 ladies were sitting in their little huts. They do enjoy those huts, so thank you, Scott, for building those. Hagrid's not necessarily as calm when he drops to the ground. So, but anyway, piggies are cute. They're doing their little stuff. They're hanging out with them. We still have 6. They're super cute. They are for sale if you want one. And but otherwise, let's get over to the buffalo and kind of get along with some of the rest of these chores and fill you on how they've been doing since it's been like, gosh, I don't know, three weeks or so since we checked on you. There's our DR mower. So this DR mower has been a problem. This guy's got a flat tire, you can tell, but we took this over to the repair place because we have a cable problem. This cable doesn't fit in the grip over here. And so we took it over to him, said, hey, while you're at it, just change one of the tires that's flat. This one seems good, but bring it over there. And they go and look it up. And we call them like 2-3 weeks later because we haven't heard anything. And they're like, well, there's a part we can't get. Okay. All right. Well, we're trying to get it. Okay. All right. So, I mean, so what are we doing about it? Did you do the tires? Did you check anything else? Well, no. Because they want to make sure that they get the other part. So I can kind of see that. So I'm like, okay, well, do we just check back in 3 weeks? Like, I mean, what? So 3 weeks goes by, I call him back up. It's now probably been, I don't know, like a month and a half. And I'm like, so what's the status on this thing? I haven't heard from you guys. They're like, well, do you have the part? I'm like, what part? They're expecting me to get the part. So I'm like, well, so we just drove by today. I was like, screw that, whatever. We're just gonna pick it up, bring it back here. Because if I have to go get the part, well, I might as well just replace it and go get everything done. So we're gonna do that for a future project some other day because there's plenty of things that need to be mowed around here, and I already brought up with you guys in the last video about, do I get a tractor, do I not? And I got some of your suggestions and other things like that. So we're gonna see how we deal with this, but that's another day. In the meantime, you guys can see we got a bunch more feed. So this is a little bit different formulation than we had before. All of our black barrels over there are officially empty. And so we got 6 more tons delivered. We reused these sacks from last time, so we saved those. And in the meantime, we're just putting more feed in. So we're gonna get over there and show you the buffalo. We're gonna get their feed in, and of course, everything. And with it being seasonally different, meaning that it's now the rut time, things are a little bit different, of course, but we're gonna go over all that as we fill up these buckets. Try to show me up.
That's how I've been doing it the whole time.
Oh, she's showing me up. She just woke up.
I'm gonna sit there. And I can scoop some.
This is what happens when your wife is doing this like every day during the week, and I'm the one sitting at work, and then she comes up with her own little strategies. It's probably more efficient. Now I know what you guys are gonna be saying. Jeff, why are you still using the bags? Why are you still using this? Why are you not going over to the barrels? Why don't you put them in the barrels instead? Go buy a silo. Go buy, you know, right now, I don't care. That's a whole other conversation. This stuff, we're gonna be going through it so fast. So we are actually giving the animals, is it 900 pounds right now?
About 900 a week.
900 a week. So in 2 weeks, you could go through a whole bag. We've been going through this stuff pretty quick. Therefore, there's no point in emptying all these things into those barrels, because we're just gonna be going through it fairly quick. So we've got them on their pallets. No mice have gotten into them yet. We're just gonna keep it like this and see how fast we go through it.
There we go. Oh, who's showing who up now? I left you two.
Well, so you know, the trick of this is getting that truck close enough to the troughs that they actually allow my wife to reach over and not stumble. And then I've got to position it right, because she's only got that little bed that she can actually get all of the trough, try to fill up. All right, so this is the animals. Bartok is right in front of us. He still seems to be doing healthy. Ahmed is just on the other side. This is the buffalo. This is the stuff we've starved you with for the last 3 weeks, I swear, as we've mowed, as we've done this piggy pastures and everything else. All right. It is super dry, not a lot going on temperature-wise, besides just being hot. No rain to speak of, I mentioned that before, and this is where we're at. So I did tell you that we went and changed their feed rations. Okay, I just don't want to get too close to Bartok, because it's rut season, guys. It is rut season, meaning just don't mess with your bulls. And if you're the dumb tourists in Yellowstone that think you want to go cuddle a calf, or go play with the buffalo, they are not in the mood for you. So just get it through your heads, guys. They don't want you around. Okay, anyway, we've changed the food supply, the amount. So we got 6 troughs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have upped it to 180 pounds a time that we feed, and we are now doing it 5 times a week, okay? So that is because we saw some ladies just seem to look a little worse. Now this is 98, I believe. I swear that's 98. Get a look at her, guys. She, to be honest, looks better, okay? She actually looks better. So what we were seeing is when we had the 4 times a week, they weren't rebounding. Yeah. I don't know. Some of them kind of still looked a little, kind of crazy. I don't know, just a little bit whatever, but so we went to 5 times a week, and they look like they're getting a little bit better. So 98, her big thing that she always has is her tail sinks down super far, and it is no longer sunken down as bad as it was. So she's improving. All these ladies will carry their weight a little bit different. And as you watch them, as you own them, you'll kind of see how much or how they carry their weight. She usually always has an issue where the tail gets sunken down really far. All right, this is number 30. What's her name?
Tracy.
Tracy, I can never remember. I just know she never has a baby.
I know, she's so pretty.
She looks very pretty.
No baby though.
No baby. She's kind of soft. But that doesn't mean anything, right? Because last year, I swear everybody was soft and nobody had a baby. So 98 is a good indicator of one that didn't ever look good, but now kind of looks good.
She's a great indicator.
Who are the other ones? I'd say 93, but yeah, she's not. So she always looks bad. These are the calves. You see that they're starting to brown up. This is a boy.
And so many of them are eating so much.
Yes, you're right. So you see the one back here, just got shooed away. They're actually eating all of this stuff. Over here, you see the calves are actually eating all the food. So what we were noticing also is that as the calves are getting older, they're actually eating the food as well. So when we bumped it to 6 troughs, you kind of are like, well, the calves are going to just keep picking up more and more and more of this stuff. It's like, you know what, let's just go 5 days and see how that goes. So that's what we're doing now. And a lot of the animals seem to be doing really, really well. This is 93.
That's my guess. 93?
93 always just sags right here, man. She's just, that is just her. It doesn't matter how much she eats, whatever, she just always looks like that.
No, she needs to fill out a little more. Oh, she's ribby right now.
Yeah, but she's always ribby.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tracy. All right, I'm hesitant to walk through here, guys, and show you some of the others more close up because they get a little antsy, but.
Kisses. That's Kisses right there. She looks good. She's
Yeah,
first time mom.
Bernadine?
No,
What's-
Debbie.
Debbie. Did we kill Bernadine?
Yep.
Yeah, we killed her, never
Bernadine.
mind.
This is Debbie.
We're officially eating her, but Debbie always looks good, right? She just looks good.
And for having her first calf,
Yep.
she's looking good. That's really good.
So if you'll remember the first year we had these things, none of the mothers could stay looking good and they just conformation dropped down. And so last year when we started seeing some of the animals conformation start dropping, we started pumping them full of those cubes. And we're doing 900 cubes, but that was with 30 animals, not 22, keep in mind. But we're doing like all of those. And none of the moms ever improved and they never got pregnant. There was only 2 mothers that we had, so we only had 2 calves. The others who were not mothers held pretty well, but they didn't look super, super amazing, but they didn't look bad. And so 99 was the only one left that was a mom last year and she didn't have a calf. So that's why we're doing what we're doing. 900 pounds still, but we're using a different feed. And we have that Rio Max. Actually, gosh, we need to go get some Rio Max.
Oh, it is Real Max Day.
Yep, Rio Max Day.
Is that 9?
Yeah, 9's pretty aggressive right now, guys. And this is why we don't walk in there, okay? They just get, I don't know, man, they just get aggressive.
Oh, that's gonna be number 9's girl.
Yeah, that's number 9's right there, and then that's somebody else's. Now, ultimately, my concern this year is during the rut, are they actually doing things? Are they going to be getting pregnant? Are they going to have calves? And so I don't see anyone in here that looks bad enough that I don't think would have a baby or get pregnant. Obviously, you never know until you do a preg test or you wait until the next year. 30, Tracy, gosh darn it, that chick. And 15.
Just wonder, maybe she had aborted early on.
Maybe she did. Maybe she had an abortion.
We
of
just
some
don't know.
sort. But still, it's not cool. Not cool.
Not good. Oh, babies. Look at the difference. Oh, hello.
Okay. With me not being here every day, when I come by and see the animals, I kind of have a different perspective than Charlotte does because she sees them usually every day. So I can kind of be like, hey, wow, they do look different, whereas she sees the gradual change. So what I kind of want to do right now is actually count all the babies. And we're going to film this because we'll probably go back through and make sure we actually did count right. So with all this cloud of mess, I don't know if you can see all the dust going everywhere, we're going to try and count the calves. And we're just gonna go trough by trough and try and catch anybody who switches in between. So we've got 1 there, 2 here, and then others over by this trough. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait a minute, 3, 4, dang it, stop moving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dang it. This is so hard, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Dang it. All right, guys, this isn't working. Okay, so This is pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no more over there, right? 1, 2, 3. There's one here. Dang it. You know, we're just gonna review the footage and try and count who we've all got.
All right, separate them, put the Rio Max on the outside. Hard with the salt.
It's interesting how there's no moisture in the air, it feels like. But
I know, it's still rock hard. There we go.
I guess we don't need to give them any more salt, actually.
Not today.
Just in time for all the mothers. She looks nice. Gosh, I like the way she looks.
Great. I know. I think it might have been just a hazy. They spend a lot of time up here in the shade, in the sand, close to their food and water source, so there's not much food and forage out there, so they tend to just stay up here now. You can see how sandy it is because of them. Here comes Ahmed. Oh, Bartok moved.
Part of the reason I'm happy for Ahmed and Bartok looking as good as they do is because during that rut, they're going to lose a bunch of weight. And last year we saw it, and they just, you know, they're not so worried about eating so much. But that's also part of the reason I'm worried, or as the rut started, are they doing their job? But they're looking really, really good, actually. And Ahmed's probably 1,700, maybe, I don't know, somewhere right around there, 1,800 pounds. Yeah, and Bartok's probably about 100 pounds lighter than him. At least that's what it was the last time. So they all look really good, those two. And so I'm kind of happy about that, but it also makes me nervous. We did get 17 babies. We did count them off camera. Everything's good there. It is hot out here, so we're gonna let them have their little siesta. They got all their feed, their supplement. We got them their Rio Max. They've been licking that, taking turns. But as you can see from Ahmed, he's just kind of chilling out, and they love the canopy here, and everything's cool. So nice breeze going on. We're gonna let them alone. Do want to ask you just one quick question. If there's any of these animals that you're like, hey, I really like that one, or if you wanted more information about one, or if you're more kind of like, hey, tell us about more of the animals or specific ones, whatever it is, let us know in the comments below. There's always one animal I can never find, and that's probably the best because I never seem to worry about her, right? So there are animals like that, but if you want to know, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to let them chill. They're all looking good, looking better, and it's time for naps. So we'll catch you guys next time at Blackacre Ranch. Thanks, guys. Bye.